Hi darlings, welcome back. Thank you for joining me for a new fashion video here on my YouTube channel. We are very much into winter now. The gloomy days are upon us. Apologies for the rather dull lighting in this video, but it is super dark outside. But today, rather relevantly, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 ways to always look stylish this winter. I don't know about you, but winter is a season where I kind of struggle a little bit when it comes to my style. I find I need a little bit more inspiration, a bit of a nudge in the right direction, and I've put together 10 tips that will hopefully inspire you on those days when you're lacking in inspiration on what to wear. So this video is going to be a mix of outfit combination tips, things that maybe you might not have thought to pair together, also some general tips on styling, classic trends, things like that. And I'm very excited to be partnering with Amazon Fashion for today's video, in particular Find, which if you've not heard of them before, it's basically Amazon's own streetwear label available across Europe. You can find it on Amazon by typing Find into the search bar, or what I like to do is go to the Amazon Fashion section where there's loads and loads of different brands and you can specifically find there. I will leave links to all the key pieces from Amazon Find down below and also more information about them, and you can also check them out on Instagram. It's @officialfind. I'll leave a link to that below as well. Their account has just got loads of inspiration throughout the year for different ways of pairing things together. I find that Instagram and Pinterest is always for me a great source of inspiration for putting outfits together, so check out their Instagram too, and mine while you're at it. But without further ado, let's get started with my 10 tips for looking stylish this winter. So my first tip is focused on outerwear. I've said it many times before, but your outerwear is really important at this time of year because it's often sometimes not only the first but the only part of your outfit people see. If you live somewhere that's really cold, then your outerwear is going to be probably covering your entire body, so choosing your outerwear carefully is very, very important. So my top tip for always looking stylish during the winter months is to stick to classic colours and patterns when it comes to your outerwear. Classic colours can vary from person to person, but typically they include black, white, cream, camel, grey, just anything on the monochrome scale, and camel is always a classic colour. Not only does this mean that if you invest in something of that colourway or of a classic pattern, they're never going to go out of style, so you can pick up these pieces year after year, but also they're classic for a reason. They look great and they look stylish on everyone. So I have a few examples from Amazon Find to show you. If in doubt with your outerwear, definitely keep it simple. This is a very, very plain camel coloured coat. It's almost a utilitarian, I hope that's the right expression, style coat. Very practical. It's not lined, so if you live somewhere with a slightly warmer climate, then this is the perfect kind of outerwear just for popping on over a loose knit, whereas if you live somewhere a little bit colder, I'd recommend a chunky knit under this and a thermal. You guys knew that I'd be sneaking in my thermals somewhere. This is a very classic style. You've got a simple lapel, a waistband, which I find is always very flattering, and then you've got this cape detail at the back here. These classic camel colours are also fantastic because they are likely to go with so many things in your wardrobe, no matter what colour your outfit underneath. By sticking to a very classic colour for your outerwear, there's not going to be any clashing going on. So whether you're going for a bold block colour, a bright red or a bright blue, or something more neutral like a white like I'm wearing now, a classic colour like a camel, a black, a white, a grey will without doubt go with your outfit. Similarly, another classic pattern when it comes to outerwear is leopard print, and you guys know I'm a huge fan of faux fur leopard print. This jacket for me is absolute perfection. It's a very classic leopard print, again a pattern that's not going to be going out of style anytime soon. It comes back year after year, so you can be sure that this is always going to be on trend. It's an absolute foolproof pattern. This one is lined, and personally I just find faux fur is like wearing your dressing gown out in public. It's so cozy. Pair this with some black faux leather leggings perhaps, or black jeans, normal coloured jeans, ankle boots, and you're always going to look stylish because it's such a classic pattern. As well as being a classic pattern, this coat here is kind of like a houndstooth, dog's tooth style print, which again comes into fashion year after year. It's another timeless trend, but also a classic silhouette. Something like a trench coat. This is a double-breasted trench. You've got the standard pointed lapels and then also a waist belt, a classic silhouette. Again, you can't go wrong with something like this because they're so timeless. If when you're looking for outerwear you think, have I seen that trend year after year, then you know you're not going too far wrong, and you can always count on looking stylish when you're going for something absolutely as classic and timeless as this. So my tip number 2 two is a little bit more precise, let's say. It's a bit of a style hack, something that I will most definitely be wearing and styling when the weather gets a little bit more icy, or if I go anywhere that's super snowy, and it is pairing cashmere socks with some super cute snow boots. The great thing about Amazon Find is they have a huge variety of products, from accessories, clothing and footwear, things like that, and I just absolutely fell in love with these. I'd been looking for a classic pair of snow boots for a long time. We just booked a trip to the French mountains in January and I've been looking for some super cute boots, and these are absolutely perfect. And my favourite way to style boots, they don't have to be exactly like this, but if you do have a classic pair of snow boots, is with a pair of cashmere socks poking out the top, tucked into your trousers. Not only is that super snuggly, but I just think it's a really stylish way of not only elongating the leg, but just kind of finishing the outfit and showing you've put a little bit of thought into the way you're styling your snow boots. These ones in particular I just absolutely love. They've got the faux fur at the top, they've got really good quality sturdy sole, and they have got this faux fur inside as well, so they're going to be super warm and snuggly and very practical. So if you do have a practical pair of boots, just make them a little bit more stylish with a touch of cashmere, and that is my second hack for looking stylish this winter. My next style hack also has to do with footwear, and it is elongating your legs with pointed toe boots. I have for a long time been a fan of pointed toe shoes and boots, not only because I find them super flattering, I just think they're very on trend and just a little bit more stylish than a classic rounded or almond toe boot. This particular pair, again, I absolutely fell in love with. I'm a big fan of metallic accessories. Again, I think they're very timeless, but particularly fabulous at this time of year when it's a little bit more festive. These will be a really fabulous way of elongating my legs when I'm wearing perhaps a pair of cropped jeans. I have a really lovely pair of cropped white trousers here. This is a really nice way to style a pair of trousers that if you were to wear flat shoes or something with a rounded toe, it might not be quite so flattering. The pointed toe gives the illusion of more of a streamlined shape and making your legs look a lot longer, so when paired with some cropped trousers, it's just very flattering. My next tip for looking stylish throughout the winter is to look at your colour palette, and I think I've said this in pretty much every single one of my styling videos, but it is to stick to classic neutral colours when it comes to your entire outfit. So not just outerwear. Outerwear I think is the most important, but generally if you're looking to build a capsule wardrobe, or if you want your entire wardrobe to be very classic and stylish, then sticking to, in particular, black, white and camel is a simple way of always looking chic. Again, I have a few examples. So when it comes to choosing your knitwear, when it comes to choosing your trousers, I would recommend sticking to this colour palette, because then you know that all your pieces will go together and you're guaranteed to be looking chic. This is a really lovely cozy jumper. I will most certainly be styling this with the trousers I showed you a second ago. I think that's a really lovely colour combination, and perhaps a belt. I've got my Gucci belt, which I know you guys have seen a few times before, and my pointed toe boots. I think that's a classic outfit combination. Similarly, something with a bit of a more bold pattern on it. This reminds me of some kind of old rock star kind of print. This, again, the same colour combinations, black, white and camel. These three should just be your go-to palette if you always want to look undoubtedly stylish this winter. Imagine this with a pair of jeans, your hair in a low ponytail, some big blackout sunglasses, effortlessly stylish and super comfortable, which is, not gonna lie, the most important thing to me when the temperatures do drop. My next tip for looking stylish in winter is to care for your jumpers. There's no point in spending a load of money on brand new jumpers if you're not going to care for them. I would always recommend caring for what you already have over buying new things, and I do have a couple of tips for doing so. First of all, a de-bobbler, a de-threader, whatever you want to call it. I personally call it a bobble off. These are fantastic for getting rid of any little bobbles, any scraggly bits of hair from your jumpers. It's kind of like an electric shaver, but very gentle at getting rid of those bobbles from your jumper to make it look like new again. And if you do have any pets or particularly hairy garments like this, definitely invest in a few lint rollers. Put one by the door before you leave the house, pop one in your handbag. Using something like this on your coats, on your trousers, it just ensures that you don't have any different coloured fibres or hairs on your outfit, which may make it look a little bit less stylish than if it was in pristine condition. So looking after your garments, I'll leave both of these linked down below. They are absolute essentials for making sure you always look polished during the winter months. My next tip, and something which I put into use every single week and I find is such a nice thing to be able to rely on, is having go-to outfit formulas. Again, I've mentioned this in previous videos and so many of you have messaged me saying you do it and it's really helpful, but especially in winter when I get out of bed and it's dark in the mornings, I feel so uninspired. If I have somewhere I can go to where I know that I've already built outfit combinations and I know I already have all those things in my wardrobe, it just makes my life so much easier when it comes to putting stylish outfits together. So what I would recommend is putting together outfits one rainy afternoon, one weekend. Choose things from your wardrobe, play with different combinations, and when you find an outfit that you really love, take a snap on your phone and save it to an album. For example, recently I was playing around with different ways of styling a leopard print dress. This one I absolutely love because you can totally layer underneath it. You can wear thermal tights, a thermal top underneath it. You can even layer this with a gilet, with a scarf and a coat, and really create a lot of fun and texture with this outfit. I styled this with a pair of boots, a scarf and a jacket, and I loved how it looked, and I didn't want to forget that outfit combination, so I just took a snap on my phone and I've saved it to a folder along with loads of other outfits that I already have in my wardrobe. So on those mornings when I need a little bit of inspiration, I know where to go to instantly get my ideas for what to wear that day. Speaking of outfit formulas, my next tip is an outfit formula which for me is tried and tested, and it is a chunky knit and a pleated skirt. As we're moving towards a slightly more festive time of year, I thought I would mention a metallic mid-length skirt. This one has actually got an asymmetric hem, which I really like. This detail makes it a little bit more interesting and it works so beautifully when paired with a chunky knit. For me, this is great, a great outfit if you're not too sure on the dress code for a certain event, because I think it works for both smart and casual occasions. Great if you want to just add a little festive touch to your outfit, or if you're not a fan of metallics, just generally a chunky knit and a pleated skirt is a fantastic outfit combination. I like to wear over-knee boots underneath just to keep me super warm, and I think it looks feminine, it looks chic, it looks stylish, and definitely one of my go-to combinations for this time of year. I know I mentioned this dress already, but another fail-safe outfit combination for me is a long dress, if it's really cold, thermal tights, over-knee boots, and this pair is particularly comfortable, super flattering because again they have got the pointed toe and then a long coat. I think the silhouette of the long coat and the long dress is super flattering, and once again, you guessed it, all of these items are in those classic shades. The blacks, the camels, the creams, they're all in this outfit. So for me, again, a fail-safe option for looking chic during the winter months. If you want to go one step further and be super warm, then make sure your scarf and perhaps your hat is the same tones as the rest of the outfit so that everything really ties in together. So my next tip is to do with proportions and your silhouette. Personally, I find a balanced silhouette is a lot more flattering and stylish than something that's a little bit maybe heavy on the top and heavy on the bottom. So basically, by balancing your silhouette, I would say if you're going to go voluminous on the top half, then keep it a little bit more streamlined on the bottom half and vice versa. So for example, if I was to wear a coat like this, it's not particularly streamlined, it's super comfy, super big and voluminous. So to make this more flattering, I would balance out my silhouette with something a little bit more slim fitting on the bottom, such as a pair of leggings, perhaps a pair of black leather leggings. That would be a super chic way of wearing this. Equally, if I was going to wear something perhaps not quite so figure hugging on the bottom, such as a pair of wide leg trousers like this pair, then I might choose to opt for something a little bit more figure hugging on the body, perhaps a polo shirt or something that was going to enhance my silhouette and not be baggy, because personally I find baggy on the top and bottom is not quite as flattering as having half of your body baggy and half of your body slim fitting. So the tip is to make sure your silhouette is balanced out for the most flattering outfit to look stylish this winter. My last tip is again product focused, and it is in general over-knee boots. I have been a huge fan of over-knee boots for many years, and personally again I think they're a fashion piece that is not going to be going out of style anytime soon, so definitely worth looking around and investing in a pair that is absolutely perfect for you. This pair is again from Amazon Find. They have got the pointed toe, perfect height heel for me. These I wear during the day and during the evening as well. I think because they've got a slightly slimmer heel, it makes them a lot more elegant for the evenings as well, whereas my previous over-knee boots have a slightly chunkier heel, which makes them a little bit more casual for more of an everyday look. But over-knee boots, to me, they are timeless, they are super flattering, they keep your leg warm, so an absolute go-to essential piece of my wardrobe for looking stylish during the winter months. So that is my final tip. I really hope you found this video useful. I would love to know if you also have any additional tips for looking stylish during the winter months. If you do, then please let me know your tips down below. I would love to hear your top tips for looking stylish during the winter months. If you are new to my channel, then I'd love to have you back again, so please do subscribe if you're new. And if you enjoyed it, then please give this video a thumbs up. And that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye!